everybody, I'm Steph, and today is Friday the 18th, and this is Steph's Hodgepodge of Gaming, where I just talk about games, because that's what I do. I like all the games, and I want to be playing all the games, and so this is my chance to kind of just like, bleh, all the games, and tell you everything I know about games. So, at any time, you can ask me any questions that you have, or something you're excited for, and maybe I can weigh in and, my excitement as well, that kind of thing. So I like to hear what everybody says as well. So, just feel free to come and join me and talk about games with me, because I love to talk about games. So this is my chance to do that. Each week I've been trying to cover all of the games I've been playing recently in my blogs and what I've been playing on the Twitch channel too. And so it's been good so far, and it's September, so if you are in the mood to subscribe to a cool channel like mine, that'd be amazing, and you can do that. And there's a discount in September. They call it September. And if you are a Prime member, you can just join in for free, because everybody who's a Prime member on Amazon can just use a free subscription that they have. So that's really cool. So if you didn't know that, it's your chance that you can subscribe to the channel and support me and all everything I'm doing. So it's very exciting. So I usually like to start with what I've been playing Monday, Wednesday, and then end with Friday. So in my Monday blog, I was very excited. I got to talk about My City. This is the new legacy style game from Rainer Knizia, which, he's done a billion games at this point. It's awesome that he decided to do a legacy game. I'm a big fan of his other titles, and I knew I would love this with polyominoes and who knows what. I've only played the first 3 games so far, so there isn't that much progress yet. I love the ever-changing boards. So each game is about 30 minutes, so it plays out really, really quickly. And there's 24 games, and you're supposed to play in a setting of 3 games, which is 1 envelope of new stuff. So every game you're going to add in 1 little rule, and the winner will get this, the loser will get this, and it will balance out in the later games, because usually if you're the winner, you get some cool points and you get to fill in the little bubbles. But if you are also the winner, you get a penalty. You'll have to place maybe a rock, which is not good, because if you don't cover all your rocks, you'll get negative points at the end of your games. So now these are stickers that are permanent on your board, so you're gonna have to try and figure out where to put these stickers so that you can best score for them. So if I lose the game, I'm going to get a positive sticker, something that will allow me to gain points in the next game. And so every game you're going to get so many points, but the winner will get 2 bubbles. You fill in little bubbles at the top of your board. And so at the end of the whole campaign, whoever has the most bubbles filled in will get to be the ultimate champion, or I'm not sure what they call it, but And so far I'm really loving it. I want to play through it more. This is something that I just want to keep playing. I'll have to grab Michael and just let's play, because he's not the biggest fan of abstract tile placement type of games, so it might be a struggle to get the game finished, but he'll want to do it just to see how it goes, and I don't think he hated it, so we'll get it played. Misty just joined us. What have I missed? I tuned in as soon as I got the alert. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I just talked about My City. That's about it so far. And I was saying it's September, so everybody has a chance to subscribe at a discounted price, which I see that you're already a subscriber, Missy. Thank you very much. It's amazing. I'm a big fan that you are subscribing. I just want to make sure that everybody knew that it was September is what they're calling it on Twitch, where there's that discount. But I just talked about My City and how much I'm enjoying that. It's a legacy game from Knizia. and it's fantastic. So if you like abstract tile placement type of games like I do, I definitely think My City is one that you should check out. And so in my Monday blog, I also featured Promenade. This was a game that I played on the live stream. So if you missed that, you could check that out. I put it on YouTube, or I think it's probably still in my Twitch highlights reel somewhere in there. As I've done over 30 games now on Twitch, it's probably getting kind of messy, but I know Twitch also only has a limited lifespan of 2 weeks, I believe. So I've been taking the videos and putting them on my YouTube channel after the fact. So if you miss something there, it will be featured at least still on the YouTube channel later. But Promenade is a fantastic deck building, market manipulation type of game. And it's actually was great to have Tate, the designer, in the chat when we played on the live stream. And he was talking to people and he was telling us about how Rio Grande picked it up, and hopefully that will come out later this year. So that's really exciting because I think this game is fantastic. And, I think more people need to see it and play it because it's really interesting how the card manipulation works and how you're changing the value of the cards depending on what you're doing, whether you're buying cards from the galleries or you're putting them into museums. And so that affects the value of each card of that color. So if I were to buy a red card, the market value of the reds will go up, and so eventually the red cards will be worth more money, and at the end of the game, more points. So it's really interesting to see the dynamic of what people are doing in that game, and you really have to play to what people are doing so you can benefit from it as well. I could do reruns as an affiliate too and put it on my schedule. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't even... So, things I don't know. I haven't done enough research into the Twitch universe yet. I'm still really new, and so I'm just learning all the little different bits. And so thank you for that information, because, I'm still... I got my little emotes that I'm trying to incorporate so people can get those as well. And so there's, it's one step process at a time. Because a funny thing is that I'm also trying to put out a Kickstarter in the next couple weeks. So I've been putting a lot of focus on that at the moment. So I have less focus on Twitch. I'm trying to still do my Twitch regular days and Sundays as well when I can. But for now, when I get that Kickstarter going, then I'm gonna really just plow through and learn more and everything I can about Twitch once that's all complete. I am gonna do a Kickstarter, and I'm gonna mention this later too, but I have a gaming calendar, and so I want to feature this on Kickstarter. I do one every year. This is my 7th gaming calendar, but so many people don't know about my calendar that, I'm going to try and make it more popular, because I know there's been a ton of calendars on Kickstarter for games and stuff, but I think mine's pretty unique because I do the collages, and, I just want, I like that I have a thematic month, every month where is a theme involved. So kind of spring feeling with the cow, and April is animals and farming and all these cool things, and May has a pastel-y kind of the flowers are coming out feeling. July is just colorful, and there's even fireworks there. And so August, some kids go back to school, and so this kind of gives you the scholarly feeling. So every month I try and do something a little different, and it's colorful, it's bold, it's totally me. I put a lot of effort into this. I take tons and tons of pictures. So, my pirate theme was, you saw it back here in September. I got all my pirates. And so, or pirates and boats and water kind of feeling. And so I'm going to try for a Kickstarter. It's going to be a $15 calendar, and $5 shipping for the US. And so I'm working on that. I've been trying to get my website up and running so I can, manage it without a backer kit and all these other expenses that I hope to avoid. So this is my 7th year doing a gaming calendar, and it's very exciting. I think it's my best one yet. I love the colors down the side down here. All of the games are right there, so you can see in case you don't know what the game is, because I play a lot of weird and unusual games that people might not have heard of. But I try and make every game look beautiful, which is why I want to feature beautiful pictures in my calendar. So thanks for the love. This has been my effort and time for the past couple weeks. While I have been playing tons of new games, I still managed to learn 40 something games in, what was the last month? Oh, August. I still learned that many games, and I'm on a track to learn that many this month as well. It's just been craziness. So while I still play all the games, I'm still trying to do all this other stuff because right now I'm a freelancer. So any sort of money, income I can get from my work as a photographer, as a game enthusiast, then I feel better because I have a lot of different freelance jobs. But again, it's not a full-time job on any of them, and so anything, like a Kickstarter, I'm hopeful that this will bring in, my funding goal will be pretty low. It'll be like $2,500. So I'm hopeful that, I can sell enough calendars to make that goal. And I actually already have most of the calendars in hand, which is great. So basically shipping will start right away, and everybody should have their calendar by the 1st of 2021. I'll bet you in the Kickstarter at the end, just in case there's more people, but it won't be as long as that. Sorry, I went on a whole derail. But I'm really excited about the calendar. As you know, I put a lot of time into that, so I'm very excited. Trying to get all the little details. First Kickstarter ever. It's gonna be crazy. So yay! What else did I play? Okay, so on Monday, I wrote about a new game called Cafe. It is a card placement kind of game where you are collecting coffee beans and you're trying to put them through the dryer and the grinder, and then you're going to deliver them to different locations or your warehouse. And so each round you're drafting a card and you're going to place it on top of another one. It's kind of like a patchwork situation, but you're not actually you can't go under any other card, so you're going to always have to place on 2 locations on your current board, so you're always just placing on top. And so I like the card, figuring out how to best manipulate the card when you place it, and that kind of gives me an abstract feeling of, if I cover this now, but I can get these together, so that will give me a better action later on. And so you're min and maxing your actions depending on what's adjacent to what and how you can best use those resources that you have. So it's an interesting queue pusher. It's definitely a queue pusher. And you know what, it's if you like coffee, that's cool, but I don't really get the theme that it doesn't really come through for me, but it's a theme doesn't really matter to me so much anyway. But I had fun with this. It was pretty cool. I got to try out Sherlock 13 Hostages. I don't know if anybody of you's played the Sherlock Files that came out from Indie Board and Cards, but GDM Games, they have a whole line of Sherlock games that are just super fun. I love this line of games. Basically, it's a small pack of cards, and you open it, and basically you read through the very short rules, and there's one card that's already in play, and all the other cards you shuffle up, everybody gets 3, and you start playing. And so you don't know what you're going to get. You're trying to solve this case, and you're trying to piece together what the information in your hand means and what people are telling you. You can't really describe what's in your hand to other people except what the small details that are highlighted. And you're just trying to figure out what are critical information cards, because what you reveal is basically your evidence, and you want to get rid of any cards that don't matter to the case. Otherwise, you'll be penalized for keeping cards that aren't critical to the case. So you're trying to figure out what's important, what's not, discarding cards that aren't, and just at the end there's going to be a questionnaire of like what kind of questions, like who was the killer, and so you have A, B, C, D, and you have to answer who the killer was, and then what room was this when it happened, and A, B, C, D, you have to answer it. And so there's 13 questions of, all these different things of what you think and you'll get a score. And so it's a one-time through because you'll likely remember, or if you have a terrible memory, then you can play with other friends and it's fine. You won't know what happened. So yeah, you're going to be filling out, you're going to be playing that just once. And I enjoy the series so much, and I have had so much fun with that. I like them a whole lot more than like the exit games, and yeah, I like the crime-solving type games, like Chronicles of Crime. I love, figuring out the story and the puzzle is something that really interests me. So when it's something like the exit games, where a lot of them are outside the box, a little bit too much for me. They don't work as well. But I do like the Unlock games, and I like the Sherlock games, and I like Chronicles of Crime. So there's a bunch out there that I do like. Other games. Oh, I got to play Hanami again. I love this game. I learned it last year, and I picked up a copy, but I hadn't actually opened my copy until this year, right now, and I just was reminded on how much I love Hanami. It's so great. And so it's a drafting game. It plays over 3 rounds. In every round, you start with 10 cards. You draft 2 of them. You have up to 3 gardens, and the gardens will have numbers. Once you draft, you're going to put these cards into the different gardens. And so each column has to go in ascending order. But if you place a card, it can go on either the low end or the high end, but nowhere in between. So if I play a 50 and then I play a 78, well, I'm not going to be able to play anything between 50 and 78 in between those 2 cards. But that might be okay because I have 3 gardens to try and work it all out over 3 rounds. And so, you're just trying to best score. So in the first round, only blues score 3 points. And then in the second round, the blues and the greens score. And then the third round, blues, greens, and grays score. And finally, at the end, and you look at your whole board and evaluate your pinks according to like a chart. So if I have 10 pinks in my tableau, I will get like 55 points or something. So you're trying to do all these different things, and the more pinks you get at the end, the more points you can get. Or you just avoid pink and just work on getting the different blue, green, and gray cards. So it all depends, and timing is everything, and the numbers, how they line up is everything. It's just very quick, very fast, very fun. I got to play it with my friends online as well because I played it again in real life, and I'm like, wow, it's so good. I want to play again. And so it's on TTS. There's a great mod. So it's really great. And that's going to be available from Pandasaurus really soon, if not already. And so I'm excited that they got to take on that license and distribute it to the United States, because now it should be easy for people to find. It is great. So, on Wednesday it was special because I got to play through Cascadia, and I reviewed it on the blog, and then I played it that night on the live stream, and Flat Out Games joined in, and even Randy Flynn, the designer, joined us on the chat. It was so awesome to have everybody there. This game is currently on Kickstarter. It's a fantastic tile placement game. So you're drafting tiles and animals, and you're placing them on your personal board, so you're trying to score for the different animals. So the foxes like to be next to a variety of animals, or the bears like to be in pairs, or the eagles like to have line of sight or not be next to each other or something. So there's different scoring for each of the animal types that you're trying to plan on your board, but you're also trying to get area control of the different areas that you have. So if you have the most mountain terrain in a grouping, you'll get extra bonus points at the end of the game, as well as a lot of points just for having, your largest mountain area. So there's different ways you're going to be scoring, and it's really, really, it's simple, but deep. So I think the Kickstarter will do extremely well. I think the base pledge is like $30 or something, really affordable, and I think it's going to be great. I mean, the Beth Sobel art is fantastic, and I really like the different, I like the park theme. I think it's really nice and pretty and fun. So I think if you haven't checked that out, then that's one you should probably check out, because it's a winner, and it's beautiful, and it's everything I like in a game. So I can't say much more about that. Also in the blog, I featured Aqualin, which I later played on Wednesday as well, and I don't know how interesting the live stream was. It's hard to keep that one interesting, but the game is so quick that it was probably fine. But the experience of the game is actually really interesting, and I like that. I like that it's quick and thinky, and it's very, very simple. One player is aiming to score colors, the other player is aiming to score animals, and yeah, so you're just trying to like, if it's my turn, I get to move one animal as far as I can to either the next animal or the wall, or just one space if I wanted to, and then I can plop in one from the face-up pile into a spot, and hopefully it ruins the other player's plans and makes your plans much better. So every grouping of colors that I can do by the end of the game, I get a whole bunch of points. Like, if at the end of the game, the whole board is evaluated. So you have 36 turns to try and make it all work. And the bigger the group is of each color, the more points you can get. And so you're trying to also ruin, the other player if he's playing different animals. If he's playing the grouping of animals, you're trying to ruin the groups of animals, that kind of thing. So it's very simple. Why hasn't it been done before, you wonder? I don't know. There's probably other games out there that are like it, but I love the quality of this game, and I think it's really great. So it's definitely a keeper for me, for sure. Hey, Charlotte, welcome, and can't stay, you're working. I understand. Thanks for joining. Been nice talking to you. What else did we play? Oh, on the live stream, we played Metro X. That was a play-along game where people could play along with us as we played. And again, it's on YouTube after the fact, so if you want to just play along with us after the fact, that's also cool. But it was fun that we had everybody join in, and so they were saying, oh, we completed I, we completed H. So all the different rows that were completed, that, people were giving us that they finished it off, so that, Michael and I were playing off of that. So it was really cool because they were finishing it, and so that we were getting less points. And so that really, it worked out. And we had a lot of fun with that. So hopefully we can do Metro X again sometime. I think that was a really great play along, and it's a really great game anyway. So big fan of that one. I'm glad we could play it. Also in Wednesday's blog, I featured High Clue. And this is a party game, I guess you could say. It's a word kind of party game where I didn't have high hopes for this. I'm not going to lie. I didn't have high hopes for this one. But I agreed to play it because I like to try most things once. I say most things, yeah. But I've had some, like, publishers approach me and be like, do you want to play this game? And it's about, like, some games just look so bad. So I just have to say no sometimes because there's only so much I can take. But High Clue actually looked like a decent game, and I wanted to give it a fair shot. So I tried it out, and each round there's 4 words on display, and it's associated with a color. Everybody grabs a card, it will show them a color, and so they're trying to match the color. So they're trying to clue in the word associated with that color is what I'm trying to say. And everybody has 15 words, and depending on what your clue is, maybe your word is drive, and you have like little words, and maybe you're lucky enough to find golf or like some other like road or something that will clue in drive. And so you're putting together these words in front of you to try and clue in the word drive as best as you can. I mean, these words are totally random. You don't know what you're going to get. But the problem is the 4 words on display, you don't want to clue into those words. Otherwise, people are going to guess the other words. So you're trying to have them guess the word. And it's fairly simple. If you want to make a really crazy game of it, you can get 20 words and make a haiku of it. So, and Michael and I quite enjoyed playing with the haiku rules because we're just like, oh my god, this is so hard. It was so hard to do that, but I like a challenge, so we had fun. So that's haiku. It's actually, it's fairly good, and I don't know how long it will stay in the collection, but, we had a good time. I think I want to play it with more people. I think it will be more fun with more people, because 2 players kind of, you're just playing cooperatively to see how many points you can get. So it's fairly simple, but, it's cute enough. What else did I play? Oh, I played Giza. Giza, also from GDM Games, like the Sherlock games and all them. So this game is not like that. This is a cooperative race into the temple, then race out before the mummy eats your face. And what you're trying to do is you move, advance. And to advance, you need to, as a group, reveal cards from your 4 cards that have the matching pictures or colors or symbols that you need in order to advance. So you might need 4 scrolls. So I revealed 2 scrolls. Michael reveals 3 scrolls. That's not 4 scrolls, so we failed. When you fail, the cards get flipped over and put to the end of your line. And so you're kind of like, it's like a memory game of like, where are your cards? What are they doing? At the beginning of the game, you don't know any of your cards. So things are just moving around like crazy because you're just trying to remember what's where and what's where. And so you're just trying to advance. And you're trying to find sets of 3 different tokens, so like artifacts. And so if you want to do the easy mode, you find 1 set of the 3 artifacts. Or if you do hard mode, you'll find all 3 sets. And then you have to work your way backwards, and then you're still revealing all the cards that you need to reveal, etc. Each time you get it wrong, the mummy advances, but every time you get it right, you get a little bit further away, so he de-advances? I don't know what the word is. He retreats. I don't know. It's cute. We didn't have any problems. We did it like easy peasy. I anticipate with more players it would be very difficult to win this game, but you do what you can. Michael and I also played Quicks, the card game, and I played this long ago, and I liked it well enough, and I would certainly play it again, and I'm happy, that it's available to play, and, it's one that I would play. I would just always rather play Quicks, the dice game. I mean, rolling dice, there's something about that that's just incredibly fun, and the cards is not as much fun, so it's fine, it's good. I just like rolling dice, so I would always choose to play just regular Quicks or any of the expansions with Quicks, so I don't foresee it being a true winner for many people who already enjoy Quicks. So, you have to tell me if you like it more than the regular Quicks, because I don't think I would know anybody who does, so I'm curious. Another game I got to play from Pandasaurus is Robots. So they just are coming out with Oanami and now Robots, and Robots is basically the mind for kids. And so there's these little patterns with like a line and an endpoint, and on the line there are different like objects, like an ice cream cone or a banana or something like that. And you're gonna take a card from the top of the deck, and on the back of the card are 3 different speed types. Every pathway, every location card will have a number in it. And so if it says number 3, you look at where the 3 is on the back of the card, and it will tell you the speed at which you're going. So it would be slow, medium, or fast. And it will tell you the object in which you have to get to. And so whenever it's your time, you say beep, and then you have to like evaluate depending on if you're going slow, medium, or fast, whatever that means to you, and you find it on the little pathway, and then you say beep again when you get to that location. All the other players will try and guess where you landed. So you're trying to mentally think about where you are in relation to how much time has lapsed. So it's very interesting. It's very fun. I'm not sure I would ever play it over the Mind, but I think it could be really fun for families and kids, and I think a lot of people will really like it. So I see why it was nominated for the Kinderspiel award, Spiel des Jahres, Kinderspiel. So I totally get why. The Mind is brilliant. So, and the robot game is brilliant too. It's great. Today's blog, I had a bunch of online games featured, but I also featured, let's see. Oh, I have some here. Oh, here's the quick card game. I'll talk about that in a minute. But 9 Figure is the game I reviewed today. It has a few problems because of the card issue. Some of the cards in here, like this one, I'm not saying this is a problem card, but they look like this with like shapes in the form of a picture. And so you roll a dice and you're going to try and find the shape and color that has the most on the picture, or the shape that has only one on the picture, or the shape that is not existent on the picture. And so there's 9 different shapes. Well, there's 3 shapes, 3 colors each. So there's 9 different figures, which is why it's 9 Figure. And so you're trying to find the right figure that relates to what you rolled on the die. And so some of them, would have 3 red squares and 4 blue squares. And so which one has the most? And then the answer would be blue squares. And you're like, well, that doesn't make sense because it could be either. So there's a few like hiccups in the game like that. And so I don't know if it's really been, play tested all that much, but I think that it could be really cute for families. Besides the few hiccups, it's a speed game, so you're just trying to find the right tile that matches. There's not much depth here, but it was cute. I mean, it's not one that I'm gonna play all the time, but I could see, playing it every so often. It's not like a true winner in my mind, but if they fix the problems, I think it'll be much better. So, get it straight. What else? Okay, so I also brought Valletta back to the table, just to try and... So one crazy day last week, I had a crazy just purge. I'm like, this has to go, this has to go, this has to go, and I took down like 40 games or something. So now I have a bunch of shelf space, which is great. And so all these games that I'm just like, I don't think I need anymore. I cleared the shelves, and I decided I wanted to play Valletta again to see. This is a game I've owned and not owned and sold, and I think I've owned it now 3 times. It's just a lot, because I want to love this game. And every time I play it, I'm like, yeah, this deck building aspect is so cool, and I love what it's doing, but just everything else about it is just like super dry. And I don't even care about dry. I just like, it's very samey. And so I don't get that like excitement when I play it, except for the drafting, the card, the deck building mechanic, which is really actually interesting. So I hope that they take that aspect of the game and kind of create like a different game around it, because it is really cool to see how that works. But in the end, it's not going to be a keeper for me, and I'm glad we got to play it. I'd play it again, of course. I'll probably own it again at some point. I have a problem. And then the rest were online games, which has been great fun. The other day, we learned a bunch of games. So one of them was Bites. which is an re-implementation of big points. And if you're not familiar with that, it's a game where everybody's kind of controlling all of the pieces, but they'll all end up on in this case, they're ants, and they'll be moving along this pathway, and they'll end up on an anthill at the end. So if the red ant ends up on this 3 space on the anthill, then all of the red tokens that you've collected are now worth 3 points. Excellent. And so you're trying to move along these different ants. So I moved the red ant to the red space, and I could take either of the tokens on either side of that red ant. So you're trying to collect tokens of ants that are going to be worth points, but there's also some other cards involved, and it's fairly simple and straightforward. Derek commented that he likes Deep Water Adventure more. The games don't compare. I mean, they really don't. So, except for the fact that tokens are laid out in a, like, pattern, and then you're trying to collect these different tokens. So, yes, it has that comparison, but I too enjoy Deep Water Adventure more, even though they don't compare. But if I'm going to play a filler, I would rather play Deep Water Adventure, because that's a push your luck dice game. How can I say no to a push your luck dice game? So, just food for thought, I guess. Bites was, as the Monday night group would say, perfectly cromulent, and it's fine. We also learned lucky numbers. That just showed up on Board Game Arena. Really simple, push your luck tile placement game. You draw a tile and place it on the board. In the top left corner will be the lowest number, and the bottom right corner will be the largest number. You're trying to make all the columns and rows go in ascending order. And so, you're just trying to fill in your board first, and the first person to do that will win. Easy peasy. We also played Teo. I managed to convince Dan and Shrey that they wanted to play Teo again, and Derek and I were so thrilled because we love Teo so much. Teo is by far my favorite tea game, and it's one that I will always want to play. There's something so special about that game, and I'm so excited it's on Board Game Arena. It's one that I want to play more and 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 more. Speaking of Board Game Arena, I have been nonstop playing Seven Wonders in the arena type mode, and it's been really, really addictive. So this is what I do at like 2 a.m. when I'm just like, I'm brain dead and I'm just like playing. So it's, I've been playing a lot on Board Game Arena. It's been fun. What else? We played a fast game of King Domino. I talked about it because my board at the end was really special, and I had only 4 distinct regions of different region types, and so it was pretty impressive, I thought, even for me. Like, I was like, all right, I wouldn't normally talk about King Domino because it's not that exciting. There's not much to talk about when you play that game. It's very fast. You just place some tiles and you score some stuff. But because my board was so special and I ended up winning, that was like a double hit. I was like, yeah, okay, cool, I'll talk about it. Because, it's King Domino. It's fast. It's whatever. So we had fun with that. And interestingly, Oracle of Delphi we played again. And normally, I've been talking a lot about Oracle of Delphi just because we've been playing it so much. And Trey Chambers commented in my blog today, he's like, why do you keep talking about this? What makes it so special? And it's funny because the game itself is not a game that hits the table ever. Like, it never hits the table. And that is because the setup is a pain, teaching it's a pain. It just, people aren't interested. And so the fact that it's online is really great because it's all set up, and Derek and Shrey know the rules, so we've been playing it a whole bunch. And the more I've been playing it, the more I freaking love this game. And it's so cool to play it so much. It's it's easily gone up in the ranks for me because I've been playing it so much. And I'm always thinking, like, when can I play Oracle of Delphi next? It's like, it's such a weird feeling. Oh my goodness, a raid party of 13. Amazing! Huzzah! Raid! Hey, Gavin, welcome back. Thanks for the raid. We got some bombs away. That's exciting. How exciting. I'm just talking about the games I've been playing online. And the comment in my blog today was that, Oracle of Delphi has been hitting my blog a whole bunch because I've been playing it a whole bunch and I've been loving it. And so it's so great to have the implementation online. So, Jay Vargas says, "Oh, hi, I bought a promo from you." Thank you for buying a promo for me. If you don't know, I have a whole lot of promos and a whole lot of games for sale. I think it's like 400 or something, ridiculous amount of stuff for sale on the Geek Market, Board Game Geek. They have a Geek Market, and you can look up my username, Pumpkin312, and just buy all my stuff. You save on shipping if you combine lots of things. I have Joan of Arc for sale, the $900 pledge level, which is ridiculous. So it's that would be a lot. But I haven't actually added that to the Geek Market yet, but it is for sale. So if anybody wants to buy Joan of Arc, I'll give you a really good deal. Oh, hey, Jeremy, how's it going? Jeremy and I just started a, what do we call it, podcast where we talk about all of the games and pile of games, and we just each have a huge pile of games that is just needs to get played. And so we just started a YouTube channel called Pile of Games Podcast with Jeremy and Steph, and it's super fun. So we just put out the first installment last week, and there'll be another installment next week. And so be on the lookout for that. And check it out, because we have a lot of interesting things to say. Because we know all about the games. We want to play them all. Okay. Well, if it's at the Gathering of Friends, then alright, that's different. I like to bring a lot of games to the different conventions that I go to and sell them, because I have 400 games for sale, and I have a problem, because I have 1,600 games, 400 unplayed, 400 for sale. So I gotta try and move the games out, because more are coming in, and I just move out. It's a give and take sort of thing. I can't just have billions of games. I mean, I guess I could. So, and it'll probably end up being like that. Other cool things. I got a whole bunch of new games in stock, as I just said. Jeremy and I have been talking about the pile of games that have stacked up. I am super excited because, oh my god, this is heavy. But this is my new game mat from Tabletoppers. It is beautiful, luxurious. I love it. GameToppersLLC.com is where you can get a cool mat. It's heavy. There's nothing that's going to happen to this mat. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I chose gray because it makes colors pop, and I like a neutral color. I probably would have chosen black if that was an option, but I seriously love this mat, and I look forward to, making my live streams better with that. It already has helped. I already started using it. It's so awesome. Dutch is like, whoa, I can't believe you have all those games. Where do you put them? Well, it's a struggle. So you see many games back here, but there's also some over there. It goes all the way around and into the kitchen area, and I have shelves in the bedroom, and I have a whole closet full of games for sale. It's crazy. I should do a little documentary of here's my house. You'd be like, oh my gosh, this girl's crazy. So it's a lot. I got a problem, you see. So before I get to all the games that I am excited to play, I just wanted to mention it's September. So if you're enjoying the content, you can subscribe at a discounted rate, so you can use your Amazon Prime, or just, I think $4 or something for the tier 1 level. So it's very exciting. So if you like the content I've been making, putting out on Wednesday, doing 3 games, and Fridays, Steph Hodgepodge Gaming, and Sundays I'm also trying to feature 3 more games as well. And so just a lot of work goes into putting out a Twitch channel, and I've been having a great time. So if you like it, you feel free to subscribe. That'd be helping me a lot. So getting to the games, GameRight sent me a whole bunch of cool games, so I got to try out Quick's the Card Game, which I talked briefly about already, and I already played Metro X on the live stream. So if you missed that, you can check out the YouTube channel and play along and see if you can beat me, because you probably will, because I'm not very good at this game, but I like it. It's a beautiful cover. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful game, and inside is Dry Erase, so it's very exciting. What's my tag on BGG? My tag on BGG is PUNKIN312. Oh, thank you, Gavin, for putting that in the chat. Punkin312, most places. I started using Board Gamer Steph on Twitter and on here because I think people will find me better that way. But Punkin312. We just came from playing Metro X. Excellent! Metro X is fantastic. So I was happy to feature it on the live stream, and I'll definitely be featuring it again because there's another side to the board, and why not? It's a great game that people can play with us online. Other cool games, I got High-Low Flip and Marshmallow Test. You know what? You know a funny story? It probably makes me sound really dumb, but I say marshmallow, so I always thought there was a E in place of that A in marshmallow. Like, that blew my mind, and I didn't even think about it until, like, I was trying to find it in BGG. I'm like, why am I not finding this game? Because I'm dumb. It's just like, oh my goodness. I didn't even know. I guess I never had to spell marshmallow before, but I say marshmallow, and so I just assumed it had an E. I don't know. But this is exciting because it's Knizia and a trick-taking game. So I am very much looking forward to playing this. I can't wait. And High-Low, I think, is on also a trick-taking game, or at least it's a card game. I don't know much about it, but the box is beautiful. I love the color. It's fantastic. So anything with this much color has to be great. I've decided. Oh, and they also sent Dungeon Drop, where you're dropping cubes and trying to, like, score points based on the, like, enclosing, I think you could do. I haven't actually read the rules yet, so I'm not quite sure on how it will work, but I'm excited to try it. And this one, which I demoed on the BGG live stream, and it looks amazing. So cute. Little, like, artichoke dudes, and you're trying to get rid of all the artichokes in your hand. Abandon all artichokes. So this one I'm very excited. All these games are great, and GameRight Games, they have a lot of good stuff coming out, so be on the lookout for those reviews coming soon. I got the Happy Baobab games, and so I haven't yet played My Funny Dinos, but how cute! Oh my goodness, it's so cute! I don't know what's going on here, but I'm very excited to find out. Looks like we're going to be digging up some dinos, so that's great. I already talked about 9-Figure, which came in that box, and this is, I think there needs to be some more work in finding some of the issues with the game, but otherwise I think it's a really cute, like, kids game where it's fast and fun. But this one so far of the Happy Baobab lot is Dally the Fox. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Oh my goodness. I just have to open it and show you because it's, like, super cute. So inside you're gonna be like, it's a push your luck dice game. So if I roll the dice, oh, these are the eggs. These are the eggs that all go in here. So when you click it and then you click it back in, the eggs will fall out. But there are dice. And you're going to roll the dice, and you're going to try and push your luck to try and collect as many eggs as you can. And it's just, like, it's super clever that this is the box. So this is, like, the box, right? So everything is, like, all set up for you. I mean, you're just, like, ready to go as soon as you open the box and just, like, boom. So that's like really cute. I think I'll probably feature that on the live stream, maybe Sunday. It's very fast, and I always push my luck, and I usually bust, but you know, I like playing it. It's really cute. What else? I don't know if I talked about these already, but I got an order. I got Cleopatra coming at ya. Super light tile placement game with the most adorable cats because Tate loves cats, and I'm guessing all the art is by Tate as well. Oh no, it says kami.net is the artist, so but they are really cute cats, and I know that Tate loves cats, so there he is. Hey Tate, welcome. And so this is really cute. And you're putting out tiles, and you're gonna try and score points depending on where your cats are, and it's a race to score 23 points. So, very cute. You'll see the review coming Monday, I believe. I think that's when I have it. And let's see. Why You Lying? I don't know anything about these games, but there's 2 of them, and it sounds like I'm gonna lie. Why You Lying? It's not in BGG. I don't know anything about it yet, so here are the rules. I gotta just read them and do it. Play it. Yeah, Tate has really cute cat games. In case you like cats, check out Sunrise Tornado Games because amazing. And I don't even know if I mentioned this, but Last Bastion, just got it. I'm very excited. I played it in November. Really love it. And this one I definitely want to feature on live stream because Michael and I will have a very hard time, and we are going to fail miserably because, like Ghost Stories, it's impossible to win. Okay, people say it's possible to win, but I am not convinced that it is possible to win Last Bastion at all. So, but I like to try. And if you're familiar with Ghost Stories, this is the, let's say, new edition of that, I guess. It's very much like Ghost Stories. I don't exactly know the differences between the 2 games, but you're essentially doing the same thing, and you're probably just gonna die like I do. I haven't won either of the games, so, you know, hey, maybe we'll get lucky on the live stream and actually win. So this is definitely gonna happen on live stream, maybe Sunday, maybe Wednesday, maybe some other time. I don't know. I know I want to play it though at some point. So that's all in the works of the games that are, that are piling up next to me that I need to play. And so it's quite a lot of games on top of all the games that I still have yet to play. Like Cosmic Frog, which I keep saying I'm going to play, but we went to set it up, and then it just was like a daunting, like, rules task, and we're like, all right, let's try something lighter, and we played, like, Dolly the Fox or something like that. Ooh, have I heard of Perseverance? Yeah, that's the Mind Clash game. I think I backed it. I hope I backed it because I freaking love Mind Clash games. I don't know much about it at all, so I don't have much to say other than, Mind Clash always produces amazing quality games, and I want to play it. Dinos! Oh, is it the dino game? Oh, it has dinosaur theme. Oh, yeah, I remember seeing it now, and I think I backed it. I'm pretty sure I backed it. But yeah. Definitely gonna check that out whenever I can. So a few more things just to mention before I wrap up, or if anybody has questions, please feel free to ask. But I just want to, I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but I'm starting a Kickstarter, my first Kickstarter ever for my awesome gaming calendar 2021. And so I'm very excited about this. I put a lot of hard work into it. So I've been focusing a lot of my time on getting that Kickstarter up and running and making sure it's going to go smoothly, hopefully. I do have a calendar. I actually got like 350 to my door. I ordered a whole bunch. And so hopefully I can sell most of that. I usually sell about 100 each year, so that's why I'm trying the Kickstarter this time, because I want to try and sell more than 100, because I know my calendar is worthy of being on more walls than just 100 walls, you know what I mean? And so I'm very excited. Every month I try and do a different collage, and you know, the calendars will be about $15 and then $5 shipping, I think. And so I'm very excited. I think it looks really, really cool. A lot of great games featured. A lot of beautiful, beautiful games. And I love the added bar at the side here. And all the games are right there listed. So in case you don't know what a game is, you can see what it is really quickly. Because I play a lot of weird games. But be on the lookout. This will be Kickstarter. I'm aiming for the 29th. So just a couple weeks and I shall be live and you can check it out and support. Thank you for the support. I am a freelancer. I do part-time work for BGG and some other game companies, but it's not anywhere close to a full-time gig. So, any, extra income from my photography work that I can provide myself is great. And so any support from the channel, which is why I mentioned September, because part of what you subscribe to will go to me. So you're supporting me directly, and that really helps. So be on the lookout. I'm very, very excited. I think it will do well. And, I'm hopeful. It's going to be a good year. 2021. Maybe we'll get back to conventions and get to start seeing people again. And, it's going to, a lot of things to look forward to. So, did I see Tishu is in alpha status on BGA? Yes, I have seen that it's in alpha status. Why isn't it on beta status? Because then we can all play. I do have alpha status, but what alpha means is that, on BGA it goes through a number of steps before it gets to be released to the general public for everybody to play. And they're still working out kinks and bugs and all these things. And so I have alpha status, but in order to play an alpha game, you need to play with other alpha gamers. And Tishu is a 4-player game, so you're going to need 4 players, and I have 4 players. However, not everybody has alpha status, because not everybody is addicted to Board Game Arena like I am. Just over the years, I've played a whole bunch on there, so, yeah. Oh, excellent. Thank you. Instantly backing it as soon as it drops. You mean so much to the hobby. That means so much to me. Thank you so much. Polka Suvodka. Thank you. That means the world to me. And, I'm very, very happy with, my calendar. And I love supporting the industry in any way I can. So starting this Twitch stream has been fantastic, because just like I get to show off more games and talk about games, and it's like I'm lucky to have Michael here that loves games as much as I do, and he's as enthusiastic to want to be on the live stream with me and put on a good show, because he always dresses up. I don't know where he pulls out these like costumes every time. It's like, what are you wearing? Like, how did this happen? But he's always ready to go, and we have a great time. And I love having the Steph's Hodgepodge of gaming, just because there are so many games and there's so much that I want to talk about. And, even just talking about the games that I played during the week and the games that I have upcoming is a lot. That took up a whole hour. I don't even know how I talk for so much. Like, I just go and go and go and go. And I can keep going. Like, I'm a nonstop robot. Like, games. So, that's, it's constant turning in my mind. What do I get to play next? What do I get to play next? What am I doing? How do I do this? I am pretty chatty. Sorry. Where did he even find that scuba gear? Exactly. He used to scuba dive a whole lot, so we just had the scuba gear just like laying around. Like, this Scott commented, he's like, never seen Steph eat at a con or sleep. This might be true. I eat very little, and I'm just a nonstop gaming machine. So it's, yeah. Like, I live for cons, and the fact that we've had no cons this year has been quite upsetting. But yes. I I don't know if you guys have any games that you want to see featured on the live stream, where maybe you can play along. I'm just trying, every day I'm like looking at my shelves, like what would be good. I know it's coming up to be October, so I definitely want to feature some of the games like Horrified, I think would be really fun. And, you know, whatever other horrific games that I have, like Sweet Stack, which is not horrific at all, but it is a Halloween themed game. That would be a lot of fun. And, you know, it's just like, I just have so many games and I want to feature them all. Oh, Lord of the Rings Journeys. I just got the expansion. I would love to play through that. Is that something people would want to see? The first scenario of the expansion? I don't know. Things like that. It's just like, oh my God, I want to play it all. I want to play Abomination. I want to play all these things. And I'm just like, when am I going to find time to do that? Because I'm also trying to feature the games that I'm getting, you know, as review copies or that are just coming out that people are excited about. But spooky themed, yeah, definitely. I want to do a few nights of just spooky games. So that will be fun. Are people interested in, like, if Michael and I were to play through a campaign of Pathfinder? Is that, like, if I dedicated Tuesday nights to Pathfinder night, would people be interested in something like that? So these are all things that are going through my mind that I want to know, like, you know, if people would be interested in seeing something like that. Because, and by Pathfinder, I mean Pathfinder Adventure Card Game, which is the board game version of the RPG Pathfinder. What other stuff do you have for sale on BGG? So right now, just 400 games and promos. Is that not enough? I do have a website where I have my old calendar. I think I've listed it at $5 right now. And my new calendar will be showing up there soon, once the Kickstarter is over. And I have prints on my website as well. So if you are, or you can just contact me directly. If you are looking for a print and you know of a print that you want in any sort of size that you want, I can give you a quote on what it would cost. And, you know, I do custom stuff like that all the time. If people are looking for, like a print to hang on their wall, their gaming room, or whatever, of any game, really, you say the game, and if I don't have a picture of it, I could probably figure out a way to find the game and take a pretty picture for you. So I do a lot of stuff like that. Ooh, cool. Yes, some weekly sessions of a legacy game would be awesome. Yeah, so that's exciting to hear that you're excited for that, something like that, Polka. So it's definitely on the back burner of my mind where, like, I want to start it. I'm thinking I'll probably start something like that after the Kickstarter is all done. So then, you know, one more thing at ease at that point. So then I don't have to, like, worry about it. But, you know, I definitely want to start something like that, or, you know, working through Journeys, Lord of the Rings Journeys, or some other big, like, 20-something game, campaign-style game, where we're just, like, rolling dice and taking on monsters and stuff like that. So I think, you know, Michael would be all about that, and we would have so much fun. Just, like, every Tuesday we'll just play through, like, 2 or 3 games of, you know, Pathfinder. So, you know, I think it'll be really fun. We love Pathfinder the Adventure Card games. I've played through them all at this point, and I was hoping Gen Con they would have an announcement where they would release another expansion for the Pathfinder card game, but they didn't, and I'm like, no! I've been, like, dying to play more, and, you know, I'm willing to play through the other games again because I love them so much. I could be a different character. I could be doing different things. Every game's going to be different because of what the cards that you find in Pathfinder. So I think, you know, it's very exciting. This is a game I never thought I would like, to be honest. I'm like, no. But then once I played it, I'm like, wow, this is, like, really great. Because you're exploring these territories and you're trying to mitigate, like, the chances of, you know, dying. If you die, you're dead, and you have to, like, basically restart from scratch and just play through everything again. So you don't want to die. You can't die, or you will just ruin the campaign. So, yeah, you know, stuff like that. I definitely want to play through, and we love Pathfinder, and it's been months since I've played Pathfinder. So it's time to get that back to the table. and I hope to do it on, a Tuesday night, Tuesday night Pathfinder night kind of thing. So yeah, this has been a really good show today, and I'm glad so many people could join in on the discussion. And Mansions of Madness would be a great game to play during the Halloween months. Michael has not played it, so I would have to figure out how to teach him that game first. And that it's been years since I played it, unfortunately, though I love it, and I have expansions and stuff that I haven't yet touched. So Mansion of Madness is a great idea. So we just have to get Michael on board to play along. No, just run the app. Yeah, okay. Michael would never go for that. He needs to know every rule beforehand. So he would not want to just jump into a game of Mansions of Madness and... Oh, here he comes. He heard his name. Would you want to just learn Mansions of Madness from the app? If I just turned it on and I said go?
It depends.
No, he would never do. He would never go for it.
It depends on how the app walks you through it.
It doesn't really.
Well, then how could we do that? I have to read the rules.
He needs to know the rules. I mean,
I am the rules reader.
You roll a dice, and then you either succeed or you don't. It's fine.
You roll a dice?
No, many dice.
Oh, okay. Because it's a die.
Dice. Many dice.
Many dice.
They're saying Arkham Horror as well. So
I know Arkham Horror.
Well, we don't. Do we have Arkham Horror?
Yeah.
I know we have the 3rd edition. I don't know if we have the the 2nd edition.
I don't know.
We have to look. We did just get the 3rd edition, which I have not yet played. So once we play that could be a total viable option.
Sean has 2nd, so I never got 2nd.
Yeah, and I don't think Arkham Horror is on the shelf. So, it's funny because Arkham Horror was the game, the gateway game for me. That's the game that got me into the hobby because I'm like, let's play anything but Arkham Horror. Because I had played it so much that I'm like, I don't want to play it anymore.
I see my co-game designer has Arkham Horror 2nd edition with everything. Including, he even got a chest from Michael's or Hobby Lobby or somewhere.
It's too much.
And sleeved everything.
I know people like that. And they made me play when I first started playing lots of board games. And we had 5 different expansions. Every game lasted 3 to 4 hours.
Well, Arkham Horror 2nd needs the expansions because if you don't, it's almost too easy. Yeah, so we played 10 games of Arkham Horror with base game. And we won every time. And then we added in the expansions. And then it was 10 more times before we won a single game. It was that good. I like the challenge. Otherwise, I mean...
Well, so I didn't like the challenge. But then they're we'd play. And then they're like, well, it's set up. Let's just play again. And I'd be like, no. And everybody's like, yes. And so they set it up and then I'd play again. I'm like, oh my God.
So, Scott, the setup time is greatly reduced if you use the official Arkham Horror app.
Oh, okay.
It deals all the location cards for you.
Okay, so...
And I believe it deals the Mythos cards as well. And you can include all the little expansions too.
The LCG wasn't so bad, and I think it's still on the shelf.
Yeah, the board game has an official app that just has all the cards in it, and you click the location and the location card will flip up, and no shuffling, no keeping track, no nothing.
So we're talking about horrific games that we can play in October. Ooh. And so Mansion of Madness
Horrified.
was mentioned. I mentioned Horrified.
No, we gotta bring that out.
Oh yeah, we got all the little cool minis and everything. It's so great.
Minis.
They're so great. Horrified's gonna be awesome when we play. Cause we have the little Funko minis, and Michael's like, we have to show them. Oh my God.
Well, they're actually, so the game box says Universal Studios Monsters, right?
Yeah.
Well, the Funkos are actual licensed Universal Studios Monsters.
Yeah.
And we got the black and white.
Yes.
that were
it's so
exclusives.
the black and white
Walgreens.
minis are just so great. They were exclusive Walgreens. We went to like 1,000 Walgreens.
They are so good.
They're so great. So we have all the characters, and
in fact,
they just walk around the board.
In fact, we have the easier to get Invisible Man and the rare Invisible. This dude goes for like $70. I kid you not.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we're very excited about Horrified, and we'll definitely be playing it.
So we went from Walgreens to Walgreens, just picking up all of these, and they were all at half price
because it's after like Halloween, so they were just like
$2.50 a piece.
Yeah.
And then we sold them all on eBay.
Well, because it's one of those situations where you buy a box and you don't know what you're gonna get.
You know,
so
yeah.
we had tons of repeats, and we were lucky enough to find the rare ones as well.
And like we totally made our money back on it, and now we have all these cool minis.
With all your connections and community, you should try and fetch an early copy of Escape from the Overlook Hotel. Ooh.
What is that?
What is that? Yeah, what publisher did that one? I'm just trying to place it in my mind, and I don't know if I've heard about it or not.
And what kind of game is it?
It sounds like an Escape the Room type game.
Yeah, but from who?
I don't know. But I will definitely look out. It's from the movie The Shining. It sounds like a really scary. I would be too scared to play
totally be in.
to watch The Shining. I've never seen The Shining, so publisher is the Op. Okay, cool.
So yeah, Betrayal at House on the Hill is really good. We've got that.
See, but the problem with that one is that I'm not a big fan of that one.
Boo.
And
it takes 3 players, and
it takes 3 players.
At least
Probably better with more anyway. So that's probably not the best game to play on a live stream, just because it's just the 2 of us, really. But yeah, there's tons of horrific games that we could play, and it's not good, Scott. Yeah, Betrayal. I know people love Betrayal, so I won't knock Betrayal because I know there's a following for it, and it's just not for me. It's not. I'm not a big fan of the hidden traitor type games, so I'm really bad at lying. So if I was like the traitor, I'd be like, I don't know what to do.
No, Betrayal does not have a hidden traitor.
It's later in the game somebody turns traitor-ish.
But you're not hidden at that point.
That's true.
So there's no lying.
Okay.
You aren't until you are.
That's true. I mean, I did play the game long ago. Then I am a traitor.
Yeah, you've played so many hidden traitor games now.
Yeah.
That they all just sort of.
Did you play the Legacy version yet?
No, I have not.
I know Michael wants to play the Legacy version.
I got it, and then we all went into lockdown, and so.
We all went into lockdown.
So we haven't had the board game group. We have done some. We played Ultimate Werewolf Legacy.
Oh yeah, you played that over Zoom or Discord. Discord, yeah. So if you're looking for something to play with your friends over Discord, they had a great time. They were having a blast.
Yeah, I moderated it and made dealt out roles to everyone by sending them messages. And stuff.
Werewolf Legacy. Oh yeah, the pandemic kind of ruined a lot of game groups.
It's so good.
And by it's so good, not the pandemic, but
season 0 is coming.
Oh yeah. Hopefully I should follow up. I'm supposed to be getting Pandemic Legacy Season 0. And I'm like super excited to play that. And we'll definitely feature the first game on the live stream, just like the basic game without any like revealing anything, but so like if you played the Pandemic Legacy games and there's like that start game, just you play a few times. Ooh, we could play Paranormal Detectives. That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one for October. He's like still looking for games to play. So I've also been playing a whole bunch of remote game sessions as well. But where's what?
Where is Mysterium, but it's not Mysterium.
Oh, it's Il Sesto Senso. Because I have the Italian version of Mysterium that that nobody's ever heard of. They know the first one and they know the current one, but they don't know that one anymore. It was back when I couldn't get the original. The only one available was the Italian version, so I bought the Italian Mysterium. Oh, that means we could probably play Obscurio. But, all these things, they require, like, more than 2 people, mostly. But, we'll find some scary games to play. Oh, Michael had a light bulb go off. I know, but we need a third person.
Yes, but it's still October.
I know, this is the op game that I have, Friday the 13th. But it needs 3 people, and we're 2 people.
Not forever.
Not forever, not forever. Maybe we can get somebody like George to come play, because he lives by himself.
James has been keeping...
I know, but he's got a family of 5 with kids and the wife who goes out. I don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. Whereas George just lives by himself. He might be okay. I don't know. We could probably find somebody to play 3+ player games, horrified games with. If it was online, if there was an implementation online, that would be easier also to get these different games played. Welcome to... Yes, I do have the Welcome to Halloween board, so we could definitely play that. Actually, that's a great suggestion, and I will definitely add that to the list of games to play, and everybody can play.
I have a lot of these to add.
Eldritch Horror. Oh my goodness. All these big games. I'm like, we're never gonna find time to play all these big games.
You don't know?
I don't know. We will. We'll play some of them though. So yeah, it's gonna be a good month of October. That's for sure. I think, my time is well run up at this point. It's been, it's been 80 minutes of talking, and everybody's probably sick of me talking. It's like the longest. I'm not playing this. I don't want to play this. Michael wants to play all these big thematic games. I'm like, happy Halloween Gigapolis. See, that sounds like great. Let's theme Gigapolis to be Halloween, and we got that going on. Nightmare Before Christmas Funkoverse. Interesting. I don't have it, but anything's possible at this point. There is Zombie Kids. We haven't finished Zombie Kids yet, so we could play Zombie Kids. Anything zombie themed, right? We could play Tiny Epic Zombies.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Michael's like, yeah.
All of these.
All the games. All of the games.
Grim Forest. That's sort of.
Grim Forest is not.
Is not
really.
It's not.
No.
October-ish.
No. Yeah. Yeah, and this week we need to be live streaming for a week to get all the games played.
Halloween Con.
Exactly, Halloween Con. It's gonna be a week-long live stream event of all the Halloween games. Yeah, there's a lot. I'm just like looking around, just like, oh my goodness. And any of the small box games. I have a lot of small box Halloween games.
Pathfinder Mummy's Mask.
Well, they're really interested in a legacy campaign night, so we need to get something going with Pathfinder or maybe Journeys with the expansion, Lord of the Rings Journeys with the expansion, which would be great. Yeah, so be in contact with the stream, this channel, and stay in touch. And you'll hear about all of the plans that I have going on, and Kickstarter news, and yeah, that's the one I want to play.
Oh yeah.
I want to play that. That's what I want to play. We'll play that one.
We played it at Tantrum Con.
I know.
Great.
We just learned that this year, and big fan. Abomination. That is definitely a Halloween game. And it's long, so that, you know, if we're going to play a long game, that's probably the one I would want to play. But I'm also up for the Arkham Horror 3rd Edition, just because I haven't played it yet.
Well, we've also got all the Zombicide.
I really don't want to play Zombicide. In fact, I won't play Zombicide. It's too scary for me. I don't like scary. Just like looking around, all like the different games. So many games. Zombies give me nightmares. Like spiders give me nightmares. I don't like spiders. I don't like...
Did somebody say nightmare?
I think he pulled that out of like, you know...
Out of 1980.
Out of the garbage.
No. Pulled it out of the VHS time machine.
No, zombie games are like... So, if it's a zombie theme, I'm like more likely just to avoid it at all costs. I really don't like the zombie theme at all. No, I don't like zombies. Michael loves zombies. He's yelling in the background. So that's one theme that I just like am not at all excited about at all. I hate zombies. I hate them. This one we could probably play. Because he says it's like Pathfinder. So, I don't know. We'll probably have to play through it and do that next year. Wow, thanks for subscribing at Tier 1, Polka. You're great. That makes me so happy. Yay! It's September, everybody. Subscribe at a discounted cost. No, it's a no from me, dog.
I even painted my minis.
Ooh. Can we sell it?
No. I painted my minis.
That game I just did not enjoy very much at all. Last Night on Earth. Nice. So, it seems like Sam...
These minis are cool.
It seems like Sam Proof...
That's actually me.
Is a thematic gamer and would be well suited for your group of friends. He's a big zombie fan. Yeah, see, this is too scary for me.
No.
I've never been into, like... No.
Look at that Titans logo. It's so good.
They might not appreciate the Titans as much as you appreciate the Titans.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, pizza games and zombies. Well, there you go. Wonder if there's a game that's like pizza themed and zombie themed.
You know what? I need to make a rainbow one just for you.
You can't convince me to play.
I've got my Michael Jackson zombie here. Got the little Michael Jackson jacket on from Thriller. Got my tuxedo zombie, and he's holding... I cut off his arm, and I made it so he's holding his own arm.
That's gross.
That's really cool.
It's gross.
So I had an extra Talisman Thief figure, so I cut him up into different pieces, and then I like attached him to different zombies. Like I've got like one of these dudes is holding the thief's head. Oh, there it is. It's right here. It's really good.
No. This is what nightmares are made of.
It's so good.
I don't like zombies. Nope.
Nope.
Hit Z Road, Scott says, is good. I played it. I liked it. Oh my god.
What?
Amateur.
Yeah, it's a very amateur paint job. But I had fun doing it. It's the only game that I've painted miniatures for.
There you go. I painted my Zulkin wheel, and that's all I've painted for any game.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we'll think of some cool games to play that we both agree on. Put Kingdom Death Monster on that list. I don't think I have Kingdom Death Monster.
Yeah, we don't have it.
So
did you tell them the easy way to that to subscribe for free?
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
You can link your Amazon. So, like, Twitch is owned by Amazon. So, if you have Amazon Prime, which a lot of people do because of the free shipping and the Prime Video, if you've got Amazon Prime, you get a Twitch subscription for free. One per month, and you have to manually renew it every month. But all you do, link your Amazon and Twitch accounts, boom, just like magic.
Easy.
All you have to do is click the subscribe button, and there will be an option in there that says subscribe for free. So,
and it supports me, which is great.
It does.
Thank
You get like real money.
I get like real money.
Yeah. It's a couple dollars, but you do get actual real money.
Hey. Any real money is great.
$2 is $2, right?
Hey, yeah. That,
and it supports it.
Supplements my income a little bit.
And it doesn't cost them a thing. Exactly,
especially if you have the Prime. But yeah, it's also September, so subscriptions are cheaper right now. So.
Oh yeah, they're like 20% off or 40% off, something like that.
Yeah. So check that out, and thank you for all the support, everybody, for joining me today. It's been so much fun. I love talking about all the games. I look forward to Fridays now to talk about everything, and to have you guys join in, and it's always so much fun for me. I've been going for 90 minutes right now, and it feels like I just started. Like, I could keep going and going, and it's just like I kind of have this problem where I'm like, games, everything excites me, so I just I could just talk all day and have fun with it.
People are still talking, so people are still obviously interested in what you have to say.
Exactly, and I
otherwise you would have lost them all.
Right. I thank everybody for participating in the chat and having this conversation with me. I think that's that's what I'm trying to get after on the Fridays, is like people can join in and we can have a dialogue, and I love that. So you're like a dog. It's like floppy ears. So somebody commented, where did he even get that scuba gear?
I own some scuba gear. I'm a scuba diver.
Yeah, there you go. He pulls out all the random costumes every Wednesday. I'm just like, where do you get that?
Wait till we do a kung fu thing. I can dress up in my taekwondo.
Oh, we should play a kung fu game. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was kung fu.
I'm dying to wear my taekwondo outfit. Well, it's not an outfit. It's a uniform.
It is.
It's like an actual uniform.
Yeah, we should.
I need to post all of those 4th degree pictures that you took. They're really good.
I took a bunch of pictures of him kicking people in the head, so. It's a great time every week, so I look forward to it. If you have suggestions, thank you for all of the Halloween suggestions coming up for October, and we'll definitely get some of those played whenever possible. And a few more weeks, and check for that on Kickstarter, and I'll keep mentioning it too because I'm very happy and excited. I'm putting a lot of effort into that. So I really appreciate everybody stopping by and chatting with us. I have to think about the most fitting game to wear in a Taekwondo outfit. I really don't know. There is a game that we played last year called Kung Fu. And if I still have that, I can maybe pull that out. But I'm trying to think because I'm not really sure what else has like that kind of like karate, taekwondo, martial arts kind of thing. Ghost Stories, that's true. And not really Last Bastion, which is the one I want to feature, but Ghost Stories might be good. Onitama, ooh, that would be a good one. These are all great suggestions. Yeah, I don't know. Think about that. I'm sure there's some out there because there's a game for everything, right? All the games, all the time, all the games, all the time. I hope everybody has a great weekend full of gaming and goodness, and join us Sunday. We're going to play a game or 2 or 5. Probably Last Bastion if I can get Michael in on that. That's my goal. That's my goal right now. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.
Bye.